There's something eerie about structures that have been abandoned to time, especially when nature's begun to retake the walls. Perhaps this eerie feeling comes from the ghostly spirits that inhabit long-forgotten places. In this video by YouTuber Channel Garombo, a bizarre and creepy entity makes itself known when an amateur explorer enters its domain. It's difficult to determine what the purpose of this structure was. After years of being abandoned in the dense foliage, only a few bits of the walls, floors, and railings remain. The explorer takes us on a tour of the structure, focusing on the places where trees and flowers have reclaimed their rightful place among the walls. Although the explorer is alone in the ruins, a ghostly figure makes itself known. Its appearance is so brief and sudden that it's only when replaying the video that we're able to really see it. The figure appears as the camera is panning past an empty doorway. The spirit is still, almost blending into the walls. In a slow motion replay, we see that the eerie figure is dressed all in white. However, the most terrifying aspect of this entity is what it's missing: a head. It holds something round and dark in its hands. Perhaps this shadowy orb is the creature's missing head. This figure could be a Yurei, a Japanese spirit often depicted in all white garments. Love to hear what you think about this one in the comments section below. Although it's more common for ghostly spirits to appear in isolated spots, the Facebook page Real Ghost Videos shows us that apparitions can appear just about anywhere. This video was shot on a phone camera in a busy street bustling with people somewhere in India. While several groups of onlookers watch in amazement, the handle of a water pump begins to inexplicably move up and down all on its own. Although numerous people surround the pump, no one can be seen touching the apparatus. Some viewers have speculated that the video was faked by moving the pump with a piece of fishing line. However, the amazed onlookers who surround the water pump and take videos of its movements suggest that there's no one nearby moving the pump manually. Other viewers have proposed that the unexplained movement could be the work of a jinn, a supernatural creature found in Islamic folklore. Descriptions of jinns vary widely, but they're typically believed to be benevolent. That seems to be the case with this jinn, who takes the time to pump some water for anyone who might visit the tap. Or perhaps, as some viewers have suggested, the jinn itself was feeling thirsty. There's been no concrete explanations for this video, but most seem content to believe that it actually was the work of a mysterious spirit. Reddit user A Major Malfunction shared this mysterious piece of content in January 2020. The original uploader learned the hard way that you shouldn't investigate bizarre sounds in your home unless you're prepared to witness something truly spooky. He and his roommate were enjoying a relaxing night at home when they heard something strange, a mysterious tapping noise coming from their storage area.
I don't think it's going to do much. It's a ghost.
According to them, the noise sounded like someone lightly tapping on one of the doorknobs in the adjacent room. They decide to grab a camera and head through the door to investigate. The area is relatively small, containing only a washer, dryer, and a rocking chair. However, there are smaller storage areas within that are blocked off by closed doors. The pair decide to check inside one of these smaller closets to search for the source of the sound. While nothing can be seen at first, the alleged ghostly spirits inhabiting the room eventually make their appearance. Just as the guys seem like they're about to give up, the one holding the camera notices movement. The rocking chair in the corner of the room has begun to move on its own.
Holy someone's sitting there.
They hypothesize that some sort of entity is sitting in the chair. Then the closet door that they had just opened slowly pushes itself closed.
Look at the door! Oh my door! No!
Moments later, the lights turn off. It's then that the two have had enough terror and quickly bolt from the room. Several viewers have suggested that the video could have been staged with clear wire. However, others who claim to have inspected the footage carefully are certain that ghosts are to blame.
No. Chris, get the fuck in. No.
Hospitals can be a creepy place to work. Often, people enter the hospital only to breathe their final breaths behind its walls. According to Redditor Cairo Towson, there may be more than just ghostly spirits lingering in the hospital's halls. The Redditor's brother works as a doctor in a hospital in Hermosillo, Mexico. When dashing down the hall to attend a patient who had recently had a heart attack, a nurse claims she got the fright of her life. Standing at the end of the hallway, she spotted a woman in a dark dress who she believes to be Santa Muerte. According to the Mexican Catholic believers in Santa Muerte, she is the personification of death associated with healing, protection, and safe delivery to the afterlife. However, she's often been associated with Mexican crime organizations who have formed cults around her, praying to her for aid with their nefarious deeds. Because the nurse snapped the photo on the way to attend a patient suffering from a heart attack, it's possible that Santa Muerte was there to escort them to the afterlife. Some viewers of the photo believe this was just an ordinary woman standing in the hallway, but others are certain that the picture depicts something far more unusual. On closer inspection, it almost looks like the figure is floating. So what do you think? Is this really Santa Muerte, or is it just a lady at the very end of the hall dressed all in black? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. When Reddit Watcher 04 saw something unusual on their security camera, they didn't know what to make of it. Upon investigating the incident, they were left wondering if they should be afraid of fellow humans or something paranormal. The security camera shows an image of the user's backyard late one night. There's little light, but the night vision camera was able to pick up something terrifying: the figure of a person standing among the yard's bushes. The figure's clothing seems to glow white in the dim light. However, the most terrifying aspect of its appearance is its face. Although its clothing comes across as relatively normal in the photo, its face is a complete blur. Some viewers who have seen the photo believe that the figure was entirely human, most likely a thief with a stocking over their head, scoping the house out as a potential target. However, when the homeowner went outside to investigate, they saw no evidence of a person lurking in the yard. No one can say for sure whether it was a spirit or a criminal that was captured on the camera. Either way, this homeowner has good reason to be frightened. There are certain places you'd never expect to encounter a ghostly spirit. For example, craft tutorials are not typically attractions for the supernatural. However, as we see in this video by YouTuber BenIvy2, spirits can appear at any time, in any place. As the crafter begins his presentation, something unusual happens in the background. A cabinet door opens on its own.
Some of the materials that you'll need to create a cover sheet are, of course, you'll need some scissors, you'll need some tape. I like to use the thick...
A few moments later, the door slams shut without anyone approaching it.
The mat board your artwork is mounted to.
The sound startles the man, who immediately turns around to investigate. He opens and closes a few of the cabinets, searching for the source of the sound, but comes up empty. Typically, a ghost with the ability to manipulate objects in the physical world would be considered a poltergeist. Poltergeists are often playful nuisances, but can sometimes cause more serious harm. Hopefully this poltergeist will stick with simply messing up YouTube videos, and not get up to something a little more sinister.
Mounted to.